remember how to do this. It's been a little while since I did it. In the shop, trying to figure out what I got myself into here. Got the countdown timer going up there. Don't know if you guys can see it up there or not. 99 days to get this one complete and to be in Salisbury, North Carolina. So I got a lot of stuff going on. Not sure if not always the best decisions that I make and doing different things. So definitely got some people thinking this is probably not going to be the best timing or best idea between everything going on coming out of my stroke. Actually really starting to feel a lot better out of everything. Teaching myself how to do a lot of this stuff again is going to be fun along the way. Welding's a little bit of a trick, but we're getting it. Good to see a brown chicken. Moto Bomb, Virginia. The Evil Rick always stopping in. So continuing off, you guys have, some of you guys see me working on this for a little bit. We're changing up some stuff. Gonna make it for the build off for the SmokeOut Rally 2025. We're one of the contestants. XAN Biker, thanks for stopping in. If XAN's the one let me know that I was one of the selected ones, I didn't even know I was, because I'd kind of taken that hiatus from the social media stuff, and XAN reached out and said, "Hey, congratulations for being picked for the SmokeOut Garage Builders Build Off." So I'm going to jump in both feet and see what we can do here. I'll do some of this stuff live. I kind of figured I'd do a little bit of it live as we go along. I'm still kind of in the planning phase. But we're going to build is a 1200 Sportster. Either that or I might throw an Iron Head engine in there right now. But right now I got a Sportster one in there I'm using for a little bit of mock-up. I'm going to pull the pistons off it just so I can throw some cylinders and heads on it so I can mock up just for some mock-up fit and stuff, because they got us a little bit of a budget, time schedule and everything. They give us a bunch of time, got to get all the fitting and everything in there. But like I said, the timer's going up there. 99 days from today, 12 hours and 57 minutes to the SmokeOut. Obviously, I got to have a little bit of travel time in there before we do that. So that does cut the timer a little bit shorter. But I figure I'm going to need a day and a half for travel to get down there. But we don't just have to have them done. These things get a shakedown ride, everything. There's 12 of us and getting into this thing. So 3 of them are from Michigan. So we got a little bit of a Michigan shootout. Kind of Great Lakes area. Got 4 or 5 of them. We got a guy from Pennsylvania. We got a guy from Wisconsin, Illinois. And so we're going to all see what they got. If you guys aren't following SmokeOut Rally, you all have to, on Instagram, everything, we all have to do kind of weekly posts and updates on what's going on with our build and everything. So where I'm at is the holy shit mode. Like, this shit got real. Like, this stuff's gonna happen, and that clock up there don't stop, and I can't get time to go back on it. So I got a lot of figuring out to do, and fit and finish, all that stuff's got to be done. And we got to do a ride. So, but I've come up with the idea. We got some people helping me out just a little bit on this. So we're going to do what we can. I got it up on the lift today. Back on the lift, clean the shop up a little bit. Shop's still a little messy. But thought I'd jump on here real quick from the shop and take a quick look-see and where we're at, and see if we can get this thing to shake out and get it running. Probably the next thing I'm going to do is start figuring out the fender again. Kind of had the idea going, what I was going to do, but I've changed up my plan a little bit. I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse. So But I'm excited. The win for me is being kind of chosen for the smokeout for the garage build. But I thought I'd bring you guys along for a little bit of it. Try to get some good camera angles in there a little bit while I'm doing some stuff and get some things going. But like I said, I'm just gonna yank the pistons off from this motor. Throw some cylinders on there, up on there, maybe some cylinder heads, and just for some mock up and see what's going on. So I'll try to follow along and check with the back of the chat once in a while, see how things are going. Thanks, Brown Chicken. It's good to be back. I like being out of the shop, that's for sure. Moto wants a countdown clock now. Yep. Hey. I don't know what it's a countdown to though, but what? Moto 9 is not there no more? That's unusual. Huh? I didn't know. So, yeah, this is a stroke race build. So far, it could change. Trying to do some different things. let you know when I'm done with it. Yeah. 99 days, 12 hours and 49 minutes. I'll be done with it, Moto. I'm piston up. Piston out. You looking for Moto Noggin on Instagram? This channel, I thought it was growing out there for a little bit, I thought. It's easy to get burnt out at that stuff, though. And I mean, I took a break too, and so yeah, it's time to refuel yourself. Frogzilla, good to see you. Thanks, guys, for stopping in. Not super exciting, just doing a little bit on this one. Seeing what we can get done for this SmokeOut Rally build. Threw my hat in there, and before the thing went a little haywire again. But we're gonna do our best to see what we can do. Kind of see where we end up. Got some pretty talented people out there that are in it, so it's kind of one of those things where I'm definitely thinking, what did I get myself into doing this? But yeah, thanks, Frogzilla. You were going to start working on yours too, last I seen, but I'm just trying to throw a couple things on here to get a little test fit going. Not sure if that's the motor I'm going to run on this bike or not for this build off, but I am going to use this frame. It's already kind of there, and get as much done as soon as I can. I can get it painted, everything finished. They gave us a tight budget. But along with the tight budget come a little bit of tight time, and they actually didn't give us a whole lot of time. See if I can't go up here and grab some cylinders. Yeah, they put 10 grand on it. Plus, that doesn't include the donor bike, but so it's definitely a tight budget. But we're gonna see what we can do. Cylinders both fit on there. I was able to get them in with a frame. So, yes, those are the jugs, cylinders, jugs, either or. I just popped the pistons off the rods real quick so I can drop those on there so I can fit and do some fitment and stuff like that. One, I want to see how this gas tank is going to lay out and make sure that there's room so that's without the pistons in there, they can slide in and out, so I can do some fitting, everything like that. I haven't split the cases on the tranny yet or anything, but I'm gonna get that. We'll get in there, start splitting that up, get everything cleaned up. But my primary thing is to get some sheet metal work fixed up on there, get some fitting done, figure out if I'm gonna run this seat style setup on there, or if I'm gonna build a different kind of seat pan with a little bit more enclosed, kind of build in, and just kind of get the sheet metal fitted so I can start getting that stuff finished. The fit and finish part of it's the hardest thing. But like I gotta get the oil tank, get that stuff all fabbed up, get all the fab stuff done right off the bat. And then I'll work on centering the wheels and doing all that stuff, and get that going. So. Well, the cylinders went on there a lot easier than I thought they were going to. But that's, get the heads back on it. I got to get one of the exhaust pipes off from one of the heads. We had a study to take it during the teardown. But I might pull that down and start working on that so I can get that head sit on there and just to get it sitting on there, get it mocked up and see. All right, Lolly, thanks for banana pudding. Nice. He took his channel down, huh? Ah. I'm gonna go grab the cylinder head. But so the rear head's the one I'm most worried about fixing. And on the front head, it seems to have plenty of room on this frame, so. Rather than take the head down, I'll just swap the cylinders over. There we go. Swap the cylinders over. Hey Dave, Dave's channel, thanks for stopping in. Oh boy. That's where I was starting to worry at. Let's see if we can put a rocker box together in here now. the advantage of doing it live is that we have an issue. So the deck height on this 1200 going into this frame is a little bit higher than the iron head. So it looks like we're going to build an iron head. I'm going to drop off the Evo and step back into an iron head and see if we have better luck making everything fit. Yes, everybody make sure to hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. So that's why I did the test fit with this motor in it, because I wanted to figure out if I was going to go Evo or if I was going to go to the iron head design. And, well, sometimes your mind gets made up for you. And this is one of those times. So what we'll do is we'll take all this out of here. There's an iron head sitting over there on the bench, and put that in there. And it looks like that's the way we're going to go. So that's going to put the Evo motor down and go on to the next. So that's why you do test fits and check things out. So now, come on, girl. Hey. Now, come. Girl. Got some deer in the backyard, so dogs are going nuts. Yeah, I started following that Yeti manufacturing too. I kind of like his stuff. Just started kind of watching it a little bit more. Yeah, yep. It's a lot harder to get the Evo motor in there. And it's all bolted together. It's the backbone that's a problem. What I usually do is I take the assembled motor, I lay it down flat on its side, and then I usually set the frame over it to do that. This is just super close on this backbone. Even with the everything on it, it's super super close, and I'm cheating a little bit because I don't have any pistons in there. Nothing. Thanks, Jammin. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody's support, actually. Kind of thought I'd do something different. We're gonna. I'll see if I pull out the dowel pin on this head, I can squeeze it up in there. Hey, keep up. So I'm going about a half hour, a little bit over. So pretty much decided that it ain't fitting. So a little bit of back to the drawing board and see where we can go from there. But that backbone's a little tight. So like I said, I do have an iron head up there. I'll lift this Evo out of here. Lift that iron head in there. See if we have a little bit better luck. And I don't even know if that's the iron head I want to go with. But we'll get through this little hiccup and move on to the next step. Good thing is we kind of caught it early on where the trouble started. So we're going to keep on rolling on and see what we can get going. XA and Bike are going to be going to mobbing the mountain. So good to see that. Good to see everybody out doing things. So well, thanks everybody for stopping in, hanging out for a little bit. So we didn't have a bunch of exciting stuff, but we did get some Sportster motor figured out here. So I'm gonna keep messing with it just a little bit more, but I just don't think it's gonna quite fit in there the way I wanted it to.
Dave, the chain's on the right side. Um, it's a right side drive. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, I try to stay clean and keep everything nice and organized. Makes it a little bit easier to do it. But it does get messy and everything else in here pretty quickly. So, but I do have a couple different ideas on the tank. But it's all going to kind of weigh in on the fender. But the motor thing ain't working there with that motor. So it means one of two things: I scrap the frame, or I switch over to the motor. There is a frame sitting over there in the frame machine.
underneath this. No, Frog, I didn't. I kind of forgot all about it actually until you just said something. Did you get yours working? I haven't really pushed on it a lot on the merch stuff, but I guess now I have to decide if I'm going to build a frame, because if I'm going to build a frame, I better get going, because 99 days, can't build a chopper in 90 days if I start before 90 days, right? So I guess it's back to the drawing board. We're going to figure it out though. So at the end of day 99 for the evening, what we've come up with is my plan has failed. And we're going to go back to the drawing board and see what we can go from here. I haven't decided exactly on the rims yet, Dave. And actually, it was kind of up in the air. And then suddenly, we came up with the fact that my theory was correct, that my backbone in this motor, that the Evo motor wouldn't fit inside of that frame. And I am 100% correct. So, you guys bang that like button, and I'm going to sit here at the drawing board and kind of throw some stuff at the wall, see what we got, and probably call it a night here shortly. Probably, maybe I'll stick around for 15 more minutes. There's enough people in here where I can hang out for a little bit. So, and yeah, Evo is definitely 2 inches taller. But I've got the one that I originally wanted to put in a plane. But I don't know. I've got to figure out some ideas here real quick, because the old heart donor transplant's not going to take place on this one. So what I'm going to do is tear this frame all apart. We're going to find this motor to fit in this frame, and that's going to be the starting point. So it's going to be back to the drawing board at 99 days. We're going to strip this thing all down, yank that Evo back out of there, and build us another chopper out of that motor, and get us a powertrain to put in this one. So I got one in mind, and I'm 99% sure that's the one I want to go with. So we got to do some drastic decision making real quick, and move some things around, get this one back off the lift, torn apart, and go back onto the old drawing board up there, scratch off the fact that we found the old donor bike, and throw the old donor bike, that one, right out the window, because that little bit, a couple more inches there, gonna make a big difference. Unless I cut out a backbone, change the backbone. But I really don't want to chop this frame up. So we're gonna, maybe we'll chop another frame. I do got a frame out there from the donor bike, and I think we're going to have to figure it out. So that's what we're left at tonight, is the fact that it don't work. So we're going to make it work. Yeah. It's not late yet. We still got 99 days, 12 hours and 13 minutes. So I think it's going to be build a chopper in 90 days. Of course, I'll probably sit around here on live and build a chopper in 60 days. And then I'll still be talking to you guys. And then I'll be down to the wire. So I ain't gonna do that though. I want to get this one done. I want to make sure this one does something good. So I'm definitely got a few iron heads sitting around here that would fit in there. So long ways to go. I should probably stop procrastinating. Huh. Oh well. I've thought about it, and I've realized we got time. And the next time we come in, we're going to actually be going a little bit of a different route, it looks like. And go back to the drawing board, come up with a plan, and start it from there. But I guess I'll be lost in the shop for the next 90 days trying to figure this out. So might not be too many chopper talks, but we will get this done and we will figure this out. And we'll decide that this probably wasn't one of the wisest decisions from Salty Badger, was to try to come out of a stroke and jump into building a chopper. So I thought I had life all figured out, but then I realized that chopper plan didn't work out. So we'll go back and do some scratching on the old board there and see what we can come up with. Yep. So, but there's the one back there on the jig. So, all right. See you later, Xan. I'm getting ready to get out of here too. That puts us at about 50 minutes for tonight's episode. So, I'm going to go sulk and wash my hands, get cleaned up, and go lay in bed and think about all these poor decisions that I made. So, everybody have a good night.